This video is going to teach you how to glaze your bobblehead. So to start, you need to get your piece from the counter that you're going to glaze or from your shelf, wherever it is. Then the first thing you're going to do is take it to the sink in the back of the classroom and rinse it off. Once it's rinsed off, then you're ready to go. It's really important to rinse off your piece because it has microparticles of dust on the surface, which makes it hard for your glaze to stick. If you don't rinse it off, you're going to have something happen called shivering. So you can see in this example here that the person who didn't rinse this off, the glaze didn't stick in certain places. So this is from oil and dust on the surface of our clay. So we need to just rinse it under water, just real quick, any temperature, doesn't matter. Once you rinse it under water, you're going to go to the long counter underneath the blue bulletin board. There you will find the glaze station. In the glaze station, there will be containers of wax. This is for keeping your pottery from sticking in the kiln. This is very important to use carefully. This nice piece was made by one of my students, and she put a little bit too much glaze on it, so I was worried and I propped it up. What happened then is the glaze ran down and got stuck to the kiln shelf. She did not use enough wax resist on this, and that caused her piece to break completely, so we need to avoid that. Same thing happened on this piece. The glaze ran down the side and then created a puddle. When I pulled it off the kiln shelf, it broke in all of these spots. So it's really important that you have enough glaze or enough wax to keep your glaze from doing that as well. As you're applying this, you need to be extremely careful. Anywhere that you put wax will not have glaze. So you can see here this person did a really sloppy job, put it in all the wrong places, and ended up with this piece that's really rough, really unfinished, and doesn't look so great. So you need to make sure that you use the wax carefully. You will do this at the counter on the paper so you don't get wax all over the classroom. You will only use these blue brushes that have the blue tape on it. You open the container carefully as to not spill this all over the counter, and then you're going to flip your piece over so that you can add wax to anything that touches the table. So you should set your piece down, see what's flat on the table, pick it up, and apply wax to those areas. Then you're going to allow your wax to dry. To do that, you'll just set your piece upside down, and then you're going to close your wax, take this to your table, close the wax, and take the brush with you and wash it in the sink. This needs to be washed immediately as wax will ruin the brush completely. So I'm going to go wash my brush.